The media got the whole confrontation at the Lincoln Memorial wrong. Covington Catholic high school students were not the aggressors. Yet the media fueled a national vitriolic hate towards the Catholics. But did it expose a giant bias against Christians in general? Hello and welcome to A Spirited Debate. I'm Lauren Green. The standoff at the memorial is just the latest. There was also an uproar over the vice president's wife, Karen Pence, taking a part-time job at a Christian school, which teaches traditional values about marriage. Then there was the confrontation at a Senate confirmation hearing over federal judge nominee Brian Buescher's membership with the Catholic organization, the Knights of Columbus. Is there a Christian bias in the media and in the country in general? Here to debate, Pastor Shane Idleman, founder and lead pastor of Westside Christian Fellowship in Southern California, and Christopher Hale, former Obama faith advisor. Welcome to you both.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Lauren. It's great to be here again.
Well, Chris, I want to start with you because the media was so quick to jump to conclusions. I mean, do you see this as an example of a bias about Christians, or was this primarily about being against supporters of Donald Trump? What do you think?
I think it's all kind of rolled up into one. You know, I've been working in this intersection of faith and progressive politics for a little less than a decade now, and you definitely see an anti-religious bias. I don't think it's as pronounced as some people want to make it out to be, but particularly when you have people of faith wearing Donald Trump hats, that's not going to do well in Washington, D.C. among the media. And I think it was absurd how many people jumped to conclusions about this story at the very beginning. But also, admittedly, I think it's absurd that this is even a story whatsoever. These instances happen all the time in the national ball of the United States, and it becomes a great political football for both sides to start beating each other up. So I think I'm a little bit frustrated we're even talking about this story at all a week afterwards.
Yeah, Shane, what is your take? I mean, the social media obviously made it worse.
Well, obviously it did, and I would say that, you know, obviously we are sick of talking about these kind of things, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's definitely a media bias. You look at it from building the wall. You know, Democrats are for the wall. Years ago, they have it on video, but now they're against the wall. So it's anything this president does, anything that Christians seem to do, speaking out, there's a media attack on that. It seems just about in every single venue. So to me, they were looking for things. Yeah. And when the full video came out, obviously they had to change some things, but they're just going around looking for anything they can grasp a hold of.
Well, let's look at the Karen Pence teaching at Emmanuel Christian School. It has a Christian code of conduct for students and staff about sexuality. A CNN opinion writer wrote, "This is language is disgusting." Now, Chris, your reaction to that?
You know, I had a chance to work for President Obama and Vice President Biden. Vice President Biden's children went to Catholic school. They had similar codes of conduct that don't play well today, admittedly, in broad society, but were just the traditions of this faith community. I didn't see any stories about Joe Biden's kids about going to the wrong school. I think that progressives, as I'm a proud Democrat, we can't swing at every pitch. These are absurd stories that go out there, and they make us look silly in places like I'm from Tennessee. We need to focus on bread and butter Democratic issues, good job, good health care, and good education. People of faith used to be an historic part of the Democratic coalition, but if we keep beating up on people of faith for going to Christian schools with Christian ways of doing things, we're not going to have a strong future in this country.
Shane, was it just a story that the media just made too much of? I mean, was this not a big deal at all?
Well, I think, and I would probably agree with Chris on this point, that, again, they're looking for anything, and it's a Christian school. So a Christian school has Christian beliefs. And I think it's a good reminder that times do change. Times change, but truth does not. Truth never changes. It remains absolute. So that's where a lot of these tag words are coming in, that we're changing, we're evolving, we're growing, we've got a new revelation of God's love. And all of this just isn't true, because truth does not change. So and you're going to see this bias getting worse and even more directed at the Christian faith, in my opinion.
Now, I want to quickly get both of your comments on this, because this is another story about Senators Kamala Harris and Mazie Hirono, who asking federal judge nominee Brian Buescher if he should be disqualified because of his membership in the Knights of Columbus. I mean, this is really a religious test. Don't you believe that? I mean, Chris, what is your take?
You know, I'm a member of the Knights of Columbus. I served honorably for the President of the United States, Barack Obama. I've served honorably as a Democrat. The idea that a membership in a Catholic fraternal organization somehow makes me a questionable member of the Democratic Party or a supporter of Barack Obama is absurd. Where I worship on Sunday, my faith beliefs do not in any way impede my ability to perform in public life. And Mazie Hirono and Dianne Feinstein are operating out of the same anti-Catholic bigotry that was pushed against JFK in 1960 and needs to stop.
Right. So Shane, you know, this was just much ado about nothing. They were just playing to their base.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I think you have to have a standard across the board. You know, the religious freedom has to be across the board. So, but again, what we're going to start seeing is them picking out these little things and hoping to find something major behind it. So I would definitely agree with Chris that they're just searching for anything that they can grasp a hold of and build something out of it.
Very interesting stuff. All right, Shane and Chris, thank you so much for being on A Spirited Debate.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
For more, you want to check out foxnews.com. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.